Here we go. Okay, now it says live. Now it says live on my end. Let's see if anybody's here waiting for me and with me while I adjust my microphone. It would be lovely if you can say that you hear and see me, so I know that everything is going out as it should be. That would be very much amazing. Should be a slight delay on the... Oh, Mia is here. Thank you, Mia. It's like being in the cinema and waiting for a movie to start. Thank you for being here, Mia. And James is here as well, my lovely moderator. We have author Kalle, we have Dominika, we have Martin, we have James again, we have Nina. Emil Jensen is here as well. We can hear and we can see you. Perfect. I have myself on this monitor so I can see how I'm looking, and this monitor where I can see you guys. Yeah, where you're telling me and how the chat is going and everything. Cool. And as per usual, if you're joined this stream before, you know that I have the idea of that I'm supposed to set everything up in time, but here I was again 5 minutes before everything was done. And then I got some new ideas how I wanted to do this. I actually had like an idea of have like a counter up here. But I half did it. We can see how it looks if I do like this. It's a horrible font and everything. But the idea is that if at this point I think we've sold like 37 ebooks so far, which is just amazing. But I thought to boost it a bit, that I don't know how to actually move that bar. I have to look into that during the stream. But if for some reason we reach 100 today, I promise you guys that I will actually turn this camera around to the outside, not take all my clothes off. I will keep a bit of them on and then jump straight into the snow. So if we reach 100 ebooks today sold, we're already at 37-ish. Then I promise you guys I'm gonna angle the camera, the lights outside, and then dive into the snow. hopefully not hurt myself. Oh, okay, just a small breather so I can just Author Kalle Abel said, just pre-order your ebook, can't wait for the March 31st. And Rosina is here as well. Cool. Who else is here? Sandy, Max is here as well, my fabulous live stream friend. Maximilian Andersson, that you can see in the chat, he's a very good live streamer on Twitch. He's a drummer or a musician in overall, I would say. Highly talented. And I actually spoke to him about, before this live stream, if I should have like these small goals. If we reach like, say, 10 sold ebooks, or 20 or 30 or 40, I should have small goals. But I never come up with anything that didn't sound so cheesy or so horrible. So the goal for today, if we reach 100 sold today, we're already at 37. But if we reach 100 today, I'll promise you, I'll angle the camera outside, put some lights on, and then dive into the snow while you're watching. If that should be something to be looking forward to, I don't know, but that could be one thing to do at least. But if you have any ideas, I'm more than welcome to listen to them. That would be just fun. Hi. Okay. Once again, a breather. Pedro is here. Christine is here. We have Kreativ Kunst. Hanna. Dominika says, congrats on the amount of sold ebooks. Thank you so much. I actually secretly launched it yesterday to my Patreons, YouTube members, and my email list or newsletter. So they got a bit of a sneak peek on the whole thing. So that's why it's already at 37. We haven't sold 37 ebooks in 5 minutes now. It's we started yesterday. We have Erika from Yolanda from Madrid. Okay, cool. Emily, we have Petra, Mike and March, Chelly, Tim is here as well, and Marie. Cool. Thank you guys for being here. This has been a day that I'm looking forward to for a very, very, very long time. I started planning this ebook in, I think it was May or something like that. And then I gave myself the goal of yeah, I should like finish it by the end of the summer when we were in Denmark. So I had a goal, but then I just extended the chapters and added more and more and more and more all the time. So it just kept getting longer for some reason. Oh, we have Emil Georgiev. I just ordered mine. Thank you, Emil. That's very kind of you. I'm actually going to keep this a bit updated. See how many we are. 41 we're at now, actually. If we reach 100, I will dive into the snow as promised. But yeah, I've been working on it for such a long time, and it's been a fun process, and it still is. And there was actually one person that emailed me today and asked about how long it is. And at this point, it is around 35 pages, maybe something like that. I'm gonna add even more, because the idea of the pre-order is also to, besides creating a bit of a hype around it, but also creating the last few chapters together with the guys that are actually pre-ordering, which is you guys, or some of you at least. So everyone can pitch in and think like, help me figure out what could be the missing chapters that I haven't thought about myself. So if you want to contribute to the actual ebook, the last, say, 10% that I need some feedback and help with, you're more than welcome to join on that adventure too. That's not like a requirement or anything, but if you want to be a part of it, that's one way of doing it. But if you haven't checked out the sales page, I can just, there's a link in the chat and there's a link in the description as well. So you can click that, but that will probably take you away from the actual stream if you're not having multiple monitors. I'm just gonna take it up on my screen here as well, so I see what I'm talking about. Yeah, one of the biggest things with the pre-order, because I thought, besides just saying it's a pre-order, I wanted to add something as a bonus, basically. So I've added 3 big, or what I think is quite big benefits at least. And the first one is that out of all people that pre-order the ebook before March 31st, 5 of those people will win a 60-minute one-on-one with me on Zoom or whatever you prefer, and then talk about the book or whatever you feel like talking about. So it's 60 minutes, totally up to you. So that's going to be, what do you call it? We say lotto in Sweden. We like, I'm going to do like a shuffle of all the names that are in there, and then randomly pick out 5 people that are going to win a 60-minute session, one-on-one. That's the first one. And then the second one is a private Zoom call session. That is with all the others that I bought the pre-order. So we're going to gather up, just have a cozy eating, basically just like this one, but a bit more intimate, and talk specifically more about behind the scenes about creating a product like this. Just things I'm not going to maybe share on a live stream here, but privately on there. And as the third thing is that I wanted to say thank you in a forever way, so it's not gonna just disappear. So if you pre-order today or before March 31st, it's really hard for me to say for some reason, 31st, you'll get your name like engraved or written into the ebook in a special thank you page. They call it what do you call that? Honorable mentions, something like that. So if you want your name and chance to win a 60-minute one-on-one, a private Zoom call session with all the others that are like with me and all the others that bought the pre-order, and I'm memory lossing, your name forever engraved on the ebook. But you can all find that on the sales page, which is in the chat and in the description. I feel like I already now should get like a tea or something. I prepared a cup, honey, and water out there, but for some reason I didn't grab it before I started the stream. But you're more than welcome to just oh wow, now we're actually at 46. This might actually be happening. Okay, if you just tuned in, I said that if you for some reason reach 100 ebooks sold today, we're at 46 at this point, I'll turn the camera out of the cabin, put some lights on, and then jump into the snow without a shirt, pants. I will have something on me. I promise it's not gonna be that kind of live stream, but yeah, something like that. Okay, I have to catch up on the chat, I feel like. We have let's see, Vintage Soul, sorry for butchering that name, just ordered. We have hello from Germany, from Gabriella. We have congrats on the success. By the way, your last name sounds like it's Russian. No, absolutely not. Very much Swedish. Casey, purchased mine, looking forward to reading. Thank you so much, Casey. Hello, I'm from India, from, oh, that's a hard name to pronounce. Nelkalpa, maybe? Arlene, that's probably the right way to say it. Just pre-ordered. Thank you, Arlene. We have from Montreal, Quebec. Mike, congrats with the ebook. Looking forward to reading it. Thank you. And thank you all for being here. This is just a standard, like, what is it today? Tuesday evening? Maybe you all have gotten home from work, or, yeah, whatever you have been doing, and then just joining me. That's really sweet of you. Is it okay if I just jump out into the kitchen and grab my my tea so I can continue talking? I'll be back in 22 seconds. Go. Almost done. Here we are. Sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know if you can see the dogs in the background. Tuss is laying down there, and yeah, now I jumped up to the couch. We have, let's see, Christina just pre-ordered. Thank you, Christina. Maybe I said you before, actually. Emil Georgiev. I'm having a hard time saying that too. I'm watching from sunny Florida. Hey Poday from Alex. Lovely to hear and see from you. 22 seconds up. Okay, how long was I gone? I thought I was very quick. 36? Okay, I'm so sorry. Of course, James timed me. If you can see the name James Lucas in the chat right now, there's like a tool next to his name. That's because he's been lovely enough to help me out moderating. So if you're answering something in the chat and I'm not seeing it for some reason, he's going to help me to highlight that, so I'm not missing anything, basically. But do you have any questions about the ebook, or should I just talk about it a bit more freely, the process behind it, or yeah, it's up to you. I have a dog hair somewhere here. Shoot. Okay, Dominica said 36 seconds too. Okay, you really timed me. I love that. While you guys are asking me in the chat, I'll go back to the orders page and just update. So see how close we are to that. 46. How close we are to that actual snow dive thing. Okay, that's a good question, James. How many pages is it, Kalle? At this point, it's around 35 pages. Very filled to the brim. It's like a very small font, so it's a lot of text. But as I said a bit earlier in the live stream, that I'm going to add more pages and more chapters. And that's why I wanted to do this pre-order as well, because I wanted the community to be able to pitch in if they felt like it. So one part of the pre-order is that we're going to catch up on Zoom at least 1 or 2 times during the pre-order. I can show you a bit of a sneak peek, and you can give me feedback on what's maybe missing. So if you want to contribute and help me out with that last 10% of the book, and what you, yeah, it's just helpful because I want to create something that you actually get to, like, of course you're going to get value from it, but I just mean that it's important for me that I bring up the stuff that you actually want to hear about. I'm extremely happy about those 90% I've already written, but I just want to make sure that all of you guys are being heard, basically. I saw that someone mentioning that in the chat as well, that one of the perks, not from pre-ordering, but one of the perks of the ebook, so to speak, is that you get access to an exclusive community that is not on YouTube or Patreon or Instagram or anywhere else. It's based on Slack, which I'm using a lot with my agency myself, but this is a exclusive community with a very specific its own channel, where we have chapters like everything from we have channels for all the chapters. So challenge 1, 2, 3, for instance, and I have channels about book recommendation, introduce yourself, general, inspiration. Yeah, a place I can actually read from the website where I've written exclusive community. You are who you're. I can't speak. I need to slow down. This is what's happening when you get too excited about something. Then you talk a bit too fast, and your mouth can't catch up. So this is what it says. Exclusive community. You are who you surround yourself with. So I have created a super positive community of like-minded people who will help you, challenge you, inspire you, and keep you accountable. Having a community to tap into and bounce ideas of will be the major source of support in your journey to find your true north. So that's the idea, because I noticed myself that it's one thing that I can do this journey on my own that I did, moving from the city to the cabin. But if I had the support you guys are going to have thanks to this ebook, like connecting with all these people all over the world, sharing like everything from book recommendations and inspiration and hearing others people's stories, because I think that's a major part of actually growing yourself. That I have this chapter in a book called Expanding Your Box, because I believe that when you see and hear careers or paths or whatever getting realized, or that they are actually happening, I know it is a higher probability that you are going to think that it is possible too. Say for instance that when they did like what do you call it, höjdhopp in Sweden, like high jump, you know, when they have like a bar and then they jump over them like with their back facing the bar and then land on a very fluffy mat. When they did that from the very, very beginning, they did it with what we call like a scissor jump. So they jumped off with the first leg over, and then the next one followed, or the bar, and then they fell onto the mat. But then there was this guy that tried a new technique, which was running against the bar, or do you say bar? I think so. You know what I mean, the thing they're jumping over. And he ran to it, and then he faced it with his back, basically, and jumping over that way, which is the tradition these days. Now I got a notification. A super chat from Lars Vai. Thank you. I don't know where it's ended up. And some cute trees as well. Thank you so much. Now I lost track instead. What I wanted to say with that story is that no one believed they could break the record of the scissor jump ever. But at the very first time he did that jump over the back thingy, people saw like, oh, okay, that's a possibility too. So all the other jumpers started to copy him basically, because they were expanding their box. And if you can see me doing this thing, it doesn't need to be moving into a cabin in the woods. It can be starting a YouTube channel, writing a book, started painting or whatever. If you see other people doing that and also succeeding in it, it's a way bigger chance that you yourself are gonna think that that's a possibility. And when you're starting to get that mindset into yourself, it's gonna help you tremendously on your journey. I can promise you that. I'm gonna read a bit from the chat. Let's see. K2 are asking, are you going to make it a paper book as well? Not at this moment, but I've been talking about it actually with my agency, how we can make that happen, because I think that could be kind of a cool idea. But I want to try it as an ebook first, and then maybe paper book in the future. But I'm not going to promise anything. I just said I thought about it. Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point. Abby said, don't forget to join the Slack community when you're pre-ordering. Very good. I saw that we were like 30 people on the Slack community before I just started this stream, which is amazing. And I just jumped into the introduce yourself tab and just reading a lot of stories. So that's always fun. Let's see. So then we have Casey asking, are you adding info tips on photography, videography? Not specifically on that skill, but I'm going to talk about that how you can add, how should I phrase this? The skills I attracted into creating my own company. And you can basically apply those on if you're want to be a painter, filmmaker, YouTuber, or whatever. They're very wide tips specifically from me, if that makes sense. So there's not going to be like specific videography skills tips, like this is how you angle your camera, or this is the lens I'm shooting with. Not that specifically, but I'm going to talk about how I became successful on YouTube and how I approach that in my strategy, basically, in how succeeding, reaching more people than just your friend circle. Because if you want to succeed in making some form of art, if you want to call it that, if it's, yeah, whatever. It's hard to know how to phrase this. And now I lost track of what I was saying. This is the tricky part about having a live stream, because I feel this enormous pressure of keep talking, and that I have this chat going frequently, which is very fun to read, but my brain is going bananas when I'm reading at the same time, trying to talk to you guys and also think what I'm going to say next, so I sound smart. So it's a lot going on in here. So bear with me if I'm losing track sometimes. I had to reread that question actually. Where was it? No, I totally lost track of what I was saying. It's probably something very smart, but I totally lost track. If someone can remind me maybe. Hannah said, I believe this book is just what I need right now. This came at the perfect timing, or perfect time. Thank you, Hannah. I hope you're going to enjoy it too. And please join the Slack community as well, so we can all start talking together. Let's see. Chelny asked if it went through on hers. I can just actually check that right now. What was your name? Let's see. Sorry if I'm disturbing the whole live stream for this. Chelly Angel. Let's go back to orders. Yeah, it went through. So you got, if you just check your email, you will see the verification or confirmation email there. Let's see. Annie asked something that yeah, okay. Cool. I also like the idea of a paper version. Yeah, it would also be cool to like have your own book in a shelf one day. I actually buy not a lot, but I love to buy paper books because it feels more real to me when I'm reading a story. But I also want to buy them in audiobooks, because a lot of my favorite books I bought physically so I can read them in bed, but I've also bought them on Audible, where I'm having my audiobooks and everything, so I can actually listen to them on walks too. Because I believe when you found an ebook, when you found a book that you like, or a story that you like, you shouldn't just read it or listen to it once. You should go back to it several times. And that's why I have it in physical form and in audio version as well. Okay, that was quite hot, but okay. Anyone else drinking something at the same time? Hoping not too strong of an alcohol beverage, since it's a Tuesday evening here at least. Let's see where we are. Jerry says, I just pre-ordered. Greetings from Eli, Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness. Cool. Thank you for pre-ordering. Jerry Makins. This is some some names are really tricky to pronounce, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm just gonna give you an update on how we are at this point. I said that if we reach 100 sold ebooks by the end of the stream, I will turn the camera outside the window, put some lighting on, and then take my shirts and pants off, keep the underwear on, and then dive into the snow. But that's only if we reach 100 ebooks. And now we're at, we're at 57 now, so we're closing in, and we're only in 26 minutes in. So it's okay if you want to slow down a bit. That's perfectly fine. I'm having sleepy tea time. Drinking coffee here, just finished breakfast. Okay, where are you based? Breakfast. German girl in America says I'm drinking coffee. It's 10:26 in the morning here. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a difference. You can probably see it's quite dark where I am, or where we are. I think it becomes dark around 5 o'clock at this point. Dominika says we have 7:27 p.m. So like Kalle. Okay, perfect. Emil says, I'm so glad you have this good internet connection to be able to do these live stream right from the cabin. I hope they are more frequent in the future. Yeah, they're actually very much so. But I would like to do even more live streams than I should, almost, if that makes sense, because it's such an easy thing to just set up. I'm of course taking up the whole living room, and no one else can be here, or they can be, but they don't want to. But I also want to mix in with like the regular videos, because if it's just live streams, it's not what people sign up for and what they subscribe for. But I think it's an amazing just thing to communicate with you guys and get some it's not a one-on-one time, but you know what I mean. Now we're 160 people here at the very same time and just hanging out. Laura said, I just pre-ordered the book. Thank you, Laura. That's really kind of you. There are actually a lot of people here that have actually done that now. Oh, another one, the Crow Gnome pre-order. Greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you so much. I was really nervous when I published the ebook yesterday for my Patreons, YouTube members, and newsletter, because it's like that was the first time I sent it out to a lot of people. I've sent to the friends and family, stuff like that, but that's one thing. Most of those are quite kind, even though I'm asking for very strict critique. I know when I'm sending it to my mom, for instance, she's always gonna tell me that everything looks fine. But the best critique I got was actually from my friend Oscar. He helped me with the sales page of the ebook. I had way too much text from the beginning, and he helped me understand to put in more pictures and add a bit of a list thingy, so you understand what you're getting quite fast, so you don't have to read my essay before you get to the point. Aaron is here. Aaron, I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Aaron Crowder. Hi. One of my patrons. Who was actually the second to buy the ebook of all people. Before I even said it on Patreon or YouTube to anyone. He was very quick to just sneak in there. And the funny story was that there is actually one person that bought the ebook or bought the pre-order way before anyone else, and that's a guy called Anthony. He bought it a week ago, and you're maybe wondering how is that possible. And that was because a week ago I was sitting and editing the webpage, and I gave it like because I needed to send out a link to a few friends of mine to check it out. But to do that, I had to open up the website for like 60 to 90 seconds. So it was like nothing. And I thought, no one is going to pick up on that. So I just publicly did it for a few seconds, edited a few things, send out the link so they can access it, and then close it down again. And then I saw this, notification on my website. I was like, boom, one order. I was like, okay, this is like an error or something. And I was like, Anthony? Who's Anthony? And how did he get into the website? And like, it was open, but it was just, I never expected anyone to actually sneak in and grab a copy, and it was not even done. I haven't set up like the thank you page properly, and the confirmation email that goes out wasn't even done either. So I was like panicking, like, okay, how did it look on his end? So I actually wrote him a personal email saying like, hi, thank you so much for buying the ebook, but you were not supposed to get it at this point. But we just laughed about it because he just wanted to support and buy the book, and yeah, he was happy with the experience. But it was just me as a perfectionist panicked when I saw that someone ordered it before I actually had the whole thing done. Yeah, that's true. Trish, that is in the chat right now, has been helping me a bit with the website, just figuring out some stuff with the what do you call it, the WooCommerce, the sales platform, and trying to figure out the good way to do that. And she was also in those 90 seconds, so you guys timed it perfectly for some reason. But Anthony was the very first to to actually buy the ebook. That was even not meant to be. But a bit of a funny story still. Let's see. On and off grid for better life here. It's half past 9 in the evening. I'm in Turkey right now for the winter. We drank coffee for 2 minutes ago. Okay. Quite late for coffee, isn't it? I don't drink coffee myself, but I have this idea that you're getting quite speed up from it. Nord or North, Nord Pilgrim said, just placed my order, greetings from Norrbotten. That's more north of me, I can tell you. We're in a place or area called Västernorrland. So Norrbotten is even more north. Trail Bear Films, congratulations on the ebook. I'm new to your channel. You're a good storyteller, and thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he said good work putting in those bloopers at the end as well. And yeah, that's very much intentional because I want to show you guys that it's a lot of bloopers going into those movies. Yeah, and it's not just perfect as it ends up on YouTube, so I think it's a very important thing to add those fuck-ups as well, I guess. Let's see, I saw a question. Gabriella asked a stupid question. First of all, it's no stupid questions at all. This is what this live stream is about. Just ask questions and we can talk about it a bit. And the question was, what is a Slack community? Okay, Slack is basically a software that you have on... If you know what Discord is, you know what Slack is. It's basically the same thing. But Discord, Slack is a... How should I phrase this the correct way? It's like a close community that is text-based. You can share videos and photos and everything. But on the left of the screen, you have a lot of channels. So you have this like main server that is called Find Your True North. That's the server of the Slack community. And then there's channels underneath. Everything from, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but I said it's book recommendations, inspiration, links and resources, introduce yourself, and there's also a chapter for each, a channel for each chapter of the ebook. So you can dive into like, if you're struggling with a chapter, like trying to figure out how to go forward with it, it could be quite a smart idea, I think, I can't speak today. Just to jump in to that channel and talk to other people that are going through the exact same chapter as you are. And if you're coming into late to the ebook and buying it a bit maybe later than this like pre-order, then you're gonna have a backlog of people that has done the exact same challenge as you have, and you're gonna have a lot to take from. So I hope that answered your question. It's a community on a platform called Slack, and it's a very clean and very simple way to communicate. And it's also very smart because it's not just a chat room, so you can also send direct messages to whoever is on the actual platform or in Slack, so to speak. So you can write a direct message to me or whoever is on there, basically. Let's see. just trying to catch up here. What you're saying? Dooby. Where the book? Forgiveness. Tris said, I'm wrestling with Slack too. Pre-ordered the book for Kalle's Diving in the Snow challenge. Please tell me what you're wrestling with. Because there's a lot of people on Slack talking right now, so the link must be working for some of you, but if there's not, yeah, just tell me. And if you don't want to talk about it here on, or don't share the link here, because then everyone can join. But if you have any questions about it, just write me an email. You can do that through my website, or write to me on Instagram, and I will be happy to help you out. But I know that Slack is might be new for a lot of people, but I wanted to use it because I've been so happy with it myself. I'm using Slack with my agency that is based in New York, and we are like, how many are we now? 300 people something, talking daily, and it's my main source of inspiration. There's 300 other YouTubers basically, which I'm communicating with and getting ideas from. So yeah, Slack is an amazing community to have, actually. I love it. Let's see. Oh, now I got a notification. Oh, Jesus Christ. From DAW75. That's a lot of money. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Thank you, DAW. That's really, really kind of you. That's a lot of ebooks, to say the least. Thank you. Please tell me if you have any questions you would like me to answer or whatever. Thank you. Hannah says, we use Slack at work and it works great. Happy to hear that, Hannah. Yeah, as Emil says, just try to refresh the page. Maybe it's... what do you say? I don't think it's like the website having a hard time handling everything, because I don't think it's that much traffic. Oh, okay, it's actually 63 sold now. And if you just join the live stream, I said if we sell 100 before this live stream is over, I promise that I'm gonna turn the camera outside the window, put some lights on, which is this giant lamp right here, and then take my t-shirt, pants, keep my underwear on, and then dive into the snow. So if you want to make that happen, this is gonna be this live stream only and never again. So if you want to make that happen, then we need to reach 100 sold ebooks by the end of the live stream. You can take a totally random question. Do you play any games from Devor? Yeah, I played way more before, but I sometimes play a game called Dota 2. That's actually the only game I play, and I play Wordle on my phone since just a few days back. I guess, sorry for checking, but it was just my phone blipping that I got a transaction went through on PayPal. Let's see where we are. Yeah, exactly, Do. My second 500 crowns contribution. I like your way of life. I wish I could move back. Cheers from Gothenburg, originally from Luleå. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's your second donation on that size. That's amazing. Thank you. It really means a lot. And he lives in now in Gothenburg, which is like I think it's the second biggest city in Sweden, but originally from a place called Luleå, or if you're from there, you say Lule. But I'm not, so I can't say that. Wim Hof would say diving into the snow is good for you. Yeah, it is good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just mean it's going to be really cold. Snow swimming is great. Have you built a sauna yet? No, I have not. It's just a money issue thing, or time, I would say as well. We have the sauna house, but not the actual stove, if that makes sense. Because funny enough, the stove is not that expensive, but the actual pipe from the stove leading through the sauna is extremely expensive for some reason. I think it's because it needs to be heat protected and stuff. Let's see. I got some more questions up here that I maybe missed. It's very confusing for me because I see myself live here on this screen where I'm like, yeah, if I do a motion like this, I see myself doing that motion here. But over here on this screen, like a miniature, I see what's going out on YouTube, which is like a few seconds of delay. So I feel a bit almost schizophrenic looking at these two screens at the same time. I just pre-ordered, says Emily. Please be careful when you dive into the snow. My son's friend Ryan broke his neck when he dove into the snow. Keep your head up. Sorry, once a mom, always a mom. Yeah, I'm not gonna jump from the roof straight down. I'm thinking I'm just gonna flat out fall backwards or something, because it is deep, but it's not that deep. It's maybe, I don't know, half a meter or something, and then I don't know how frozen it is underneath, so I'm not gonna dive into it, I promise. But yeah, I totally understand that. Once you're a mom, you're always gonna be a mom. And if I started having the idea of jumping from the roof or anything, I think Christina will come down from the bedroom and just stop me before that happens. Connie says that PayPal is not working. I can see that PayPal is working for other people. It's going through constantly here on my end from all different people actually. So maybe just try to refresh the site and see if that works. And once again, I'm not answering your question during this live stream, or if you have any questions about the ebook before you buy it, just reach out on Instagram, or you can also reach me through my email, and you can find that on my website as well, just under contact. So feel free to do that if you don't want to like ask a question here on the stream, and that's totally fine. Make a snow angel, said Mike. Yeah, absolutely, I can do that. Okay, he drove off his front stoop, but his head down and okay, that doesn't sound good at all. That's not clever. We have Lärke Christensen. Hi from Denmark. I love your channel. Thank you. I'm actually practicing my Danish right now. Me and Christina are watching a series called, I can't pronounce that on Danish, it's so embarrassing, Badehotellet. We call it, translation to English would be like the bathing house maybe. It's like 9 seasons of a very famous Danish show, and we started watching from season 1 maybe 1.5 weeks ago, and now we're at season 6. So yeah, we watched a lot of that. And I'm trying to learn a bit better Danish thanks to that show. I'm not speaking it that well, but I understand it way better than I just did, I don't know, before the show even. I remember I watched the Danish show when me and Christina met the first time, because I was like trying to impress her, because I knew 0 Danish at that point. I could curse a bit on Danish, but that was it. So I watched a bit of a series called Bron, The Bridge, that is like a Swedish/Danish show. So I tried to learn that way. But back then I had no idea what they were saying. But if I would go back today, I think I would totally understand quite a lot actually. Lärke says, I know the show, it is great. Happy you like it too. A donation from Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. Really sweet of you too. I wish I had like a donation thing for the snow thingy as well. Oh, and a member as well. Wow, you're just all over the place. Alicia, okay, that's hard to pronounce. Alicia Wolfini 9 Don. I probably completely butchered that. But Alicia, I can say at least. Thank you for becoming a member. That's really sweet of you. If you have no idea what the membership is on YouTube, it's basically a way to support the channel that is not on Patreon and everything. And you get some perks especially during live streams, I would say. You can see these small pine trees. If I have some members here, which I know I have, please type in the chat right now so you can we can show Alicia and Victoria and everyone else here that how it looks. So you get your name highlighted with a small pine tree. You get, like I said, I released the ebook to the YouTube membership a day before this one. You get some behind the scenes photos, and you also can access the live streams afterwards, because all these live streams, when I'm having them, I'm setting them to private or members only, basically, after I'm done. So live stream publicly for everyone, but when it's done, I put it to members only. So if you want to watch these live streams afterwards and can't always catch up with them, membership is a great idea. Wolf in London. Oh, sorry. Okay, I should have catched that maybe. We have Dominika here, Lars Varg, Emil Jensen, Maximilian Andersson, Mia Molin, and then you can see like there's different colors on the membership. Alicia just joined, so she has a kind of a black pine tree, and you can see Mia Molin and Lars Varg, they have a golden one, which means they actually been a member for a year. So that's the second highest tier, I think. Then there becomes I think it's after 2 years or 1.5 years, you get like this rainbow color one. Very fancy. Actually designed by a friend of mine called Alex the Fox. Let's see what you guys are saying. How nice asking, do you and Christina still speak English to each other? Yeah, we do. Sometimes we mix in Danish and Swedish, so it's, I would say, maybe 80-90% English, and then 10-20% Danish Swedish. It's a bit of a mix, and I can tell when Christina has been talking to her friends or family, because then she's just all hyped up on Danish, so she just talk Danish to me, and I understand it completely fine. But it's nice for us to keep talking English, because that improves our language a bit, because this is what we do for a living. And if we can talk a bit, like when we improve our everyday English, I think it's going to be even easier to understand us in the videos as well. So that's why we keep going. Let's see. Let's see. We have Elsbieta. Ebook ordered. I'm so looking forward to reading it. You guys are very inspirational. I love watching nature where you live. Thank you so much for pre-ordering. It's very kind of you. Should I update the site and see where we are at this point? 68 we're now. So actually 32 away from diving into the snow. If you just tune into the live stream, I said if we reach 100 ebooks sold by the end of the live stream, I'm going to face the camera outwards to the snow, put a light on it, and then take my clothes off, not completely naked, but underwear is still on, and then dive into the snow as a punishment or thank you for ordering the ebook. I know it's a bit weird celebration, but yeah, that's the challenge. If we reach 100 ebooks sold by the end of the stream, I'm diving into the snow. Let's see. Mir Khan is saying, where is Christina? She's upstairs. And what are you drinking, Kalle? This is plain old, I say tea all the time, but it's actually just warm water with honey and a bit of ginger as well. Let's see. Snow dive wanna see. Yeah, I bet you would. Hi there, just want to say that your content is incredible. Thank you. That's very kind. Aaron says, if we become a YouTube member now, do we get access to all the lives, even the ones before this one? Yeah, exactly. If you join today, you will get access to all the live streams that I've ever done. And that's becoming quite a lot at this point, actually. So yeah, they're all saved up. So if you join as a member, you will get access to all previous live stream and all future live streams as well, if you can't time them perfectly when I'm actually am live, because I want to keep these live streams public so everyone can join. But if you want to support the channel and be able to watch the live streams whenever it fits your schedule, then there is a membership. Lars Varg is saying, is it possible to order 32 ebooks? Technically, yeah, but please don't do that. I want this to be accurate as accurate as possible. I don't want to like cheat this way. If I see you ordering 32, thank you, but I want to keep it for 100 individual people. I think you understand why. Now we're at 70. Okay, so 30 left, and then there's a snow dive. Maybe I should just, when we reach 99, I'm just, okay, that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye, bye, bye. And then just shut it off very fast. You're making it harder and harder not to join. No pressure, Emil. You just bought the ebook. That's more than enough support. Let's see where we are. I was gonna scroll up a bit and see what you guys are talking about. I'm missing a few messages here and there. You're talking about some trail paths. But I can ask you here during we're live, because I don't know if you just joined us. I just want to update you that I've written about 90% of the ebook so far, but I wanted to keep the last 10% open, because I wanted to create the last 10% with the audience that are actually enrolling for the pre-order, because I think it's a great idea to get the community's feedback on it and what to include in the ebook. And it's a bit, just figured out, it's a bit hard to do it here because you can't really see it and I can't go through it. But yeah, I got a question earlier, how many pages and how much of the ebook is done. And yeah, it's 90% done, I would say. I need to take a few more pictures and then add a few more chapters, because the problem is I needed this pre-order to launch for my own sake as well, because if I don't have a end date, I will keep adding chapters for eternity. I need an end date and a deadline, because otherwise stuff don't get done for me, or it gets done but I don't finish it. That's the hard part about making YouTube videos sometimes as well, because it is like there's no end date, I haven't promised anyone when it's going out, but when I have a sponsor, that's great, because then I have to deliver the video like 4 days before it goes live on YouTube. They have to approve it, and then it's goes through in some directions. But it's just like, it's so necessary for me to have a deadline, otherwise it's never happening. Let's see. I'm waiting on a paper bag, what do you call it, paper back, maybe you mean, is that what it's called, hardcover? I don't have it. I have ideas about doing a hardcover and like a physical book at some point, but that's way in the future. It's just a totally different amount of work that has to gone into that as well, and I probably have to hire someone to lay out that for me, because that's not my expertise. I almost wanted to, or I have almost started crying several times this last week just trying to figure out how to do the website and up and running so everything works. So I don't want to put too much pressure on it, because now I put so much time into this ebook and the pre-order session, and now I'm going to put a lot of the a new member, Aaron Crowder, one of my patrons actually. He's actually one of my one-on-one patrons. So we just talked the other week for, 40-50 minutes or something. Welcome to the membership, or the cabin tribe. The cabin tribe, I was supposed to say. Let's see. Where was I? German girl in America. Okay, order went through. Happy it worked out. Thank you. Victoria says, I ordered mine yesterday. Do you think you'll do a paper version? As I just said, not at this point, but maybe in the future. I don't know. That could be kind of cool. But I need to look into how to do that. And I have, thanks to my, what do you call it? Agency, that's the word. A lot of those guys have actually done a paperback based on an ebook. So they're going to help me a lot with that if I decide to go that direction. But I'm happy you're very interested in the paper version as well. I didn't think that actually. But this is the fun thing, like when you're reaching out and actually talking to your audience, you get a response and actually see that, okay, this is something that might be possible to do too. Let's see. Corey says, add a chapter about finding your soulmate or someone who is aligned with your envisioned lifestyle, please. I actually have a chapter like that. It's not exactly finding your soulmate, but it's more based around the topic. The chapter is about who you're surrounding yourself with and the importance of that and how to attract the right people, so to speak. So that is in the ebook already. It's not like a how to find love chapter. That's not the point. The point is to attract the right kind of people, so you will be able to succeed, and how to do that. Hanna, what did Hanna say? You can probably go to a printer and get it in a book form. I've done that in several years. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's probably a good way to do it. When do you upload your next YouTube video? We want to see some snow. Yeah, that's. I'm starting filming tomorrow actually, but I had to do this pre-order first. I wanted to give it all my focus first of all. So filming the new YouTube video will be starting tomorrow. Let's see where else it was. Mike and Silke says, I would buy a paperback in an instant. Cool. I didn't know that was a thing actually. Let's see. Max says, I'm gonna be super lurker for a bit. Much love. Stoked for you. Thank you, Max. I love to feel a book too. It's nice to have a bookcase full of inspiration. Yeah, I totally agree. As I talked about a bit earlier on the live stream, that I usually, when I really, really love an audiobook that I've listened to, because I listen to a lot of audiobooks, I usually buy them in physical form as well to keep them on. You can probably not see them, but they're behind there, the bookshelves. Your ebook will be my first ebook ever. Cool, Emily. That's kind of amazing. It's also my first ebook that I've ever done. It's not my first I've ever owned, but my first I've ever done, to say the least. I'm trying to figure out how to join the cabin tribe. If you look in the description of the live stream, you should have like a green tree, and then it says become a member and support these channels. You get blah 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 blah, and then there's a link there, and that should take you to the right place. Maybe otherwise can James maybe post the link in the chat, so whoever it was that asked, Chelly asked, so maybe James, if you're still here, maybe you can just put a link in there. Christina has a very good question. Is the book in English? Yeah, the book is in English. Can I soon film you jump into the snow? I'm just waiting for that moment. How does it go with the cells? P.S. Remember, I love you. Yeah, you can film me, but then you have to film me on your phone in that case, because I'm using the main camera. But yeah, absolutely. We can do that. But I still have to sell... How many do we have now? 73. So we're missing 27-ish. So we're a bit... we're 27 away from you getting me half naked on your video. Yeah. We're all waiting. Yeah, but we still need 27, and that's quite a lot. And I actually talked about with this with thank you, James, for posting the link. I talked about this with the goal and everything with Christina before I started the stream, because okay, now I'm gonna be quite honest with you. It's like it was hard to put up like what is the goal of the stream, because if I put, say, I'm gonna jump into the snow after we sell 20 ebooks, then we might reach that very quickly, or might not. I had no idea. And then since I already sold 35 books yesterday, thanks to the YouTube membership and the Patreon and everything. But if I put like, oh, if I sell 150 ebooks, then I'll do this. That makes me just sound like an arrogant ass for thinking that I'm like going to sell 150. And I like the balance between that is really tricky, actually. I didn't want to put too low a number or a goal and too high of a goal either, if that makes sense. Was it difficult to write the book? Yeah, but not the difficult part of actually writing. The hardest part of writing the ebook was actually limiting myself, because I'm this sounds so egocentric, but I'm quite good at writing. I got that from my mom, like the love of languages and text, because she works as a translator. So it was really hard for me to limit how much I should write down, and where the chapters should end and where the challenges should end. It's really, really tricky. So that has been the hardest part, if I had to be honest. And it's also been really hard for me to not, what do you call it? Like dive into the details, because I really like an ebook to look good. So I did the mistake of actually, how to put it? I started to I started to do the layout of the ebook way too early in the process. I should have just written the whole thing and then started with the layout. That would be the right approach. But I love to design things and just see how they look. So it's really hard for me to just ignore the layout part while I was writing it. Oh, another member from D. Hardrath, maybe? Hi and welcome, D. We have actually got, 3 new members now during this whole stream, which is kind of cool. So thank you for joining, D, and welcome. Mia says, it's my first ebook too. Cool. I saw the Krassi wrote something as well. Krassi said, hello, I'm sick and I late. Okay. Sorry, it just sounded funny. I'm sick and I late. Hope you get better. I'm just gonna keep updating this so we see where we're at this point. 74 we are at this point. Slowly counting upwards against a half naked snow dive. If you're just joining us for some reason, we are 204 people here at this point, and I can see some people are joining in, and then some people are dropping off. So if you're brand new, the deal is that if we reach 100 sold ebooks before the end of the live stream, I'll actually do a snow dive on stream, which means I'm angling the camera outside into the snow, not into the snow, but yeah, outside, putting some light on and then just diving in. But that's only if we reach 100 ebooks by the end of this stream. Henry say congratulations to the ebook. Thank you. Another congratulations. Let's see what you said. Okay. Oh, there we are, Chelly. Welcome to the cabin tribe. Chelly tried to figure out earlier how to join, but now she figured it out, apparently. And now we actually are 4 new members during this live stream. It's so fun to see like these. I've never seen, this is the first time, or this is the first live stream that we're actually having, say, Krassi, we have Mia, and Lars, and some other people having this golden pine tree. That means they have been a member for over a year, actually. And that has never been, I've never, I've had the membership open for 12 months. It hasn't been possible until this live stream, actually. waiting for Christina to jump into the shot at any time. No, that's not going to happen from like this angle, but if she comes down, that should be through that door that you can see. But if you're watching, honey, and want to join, you're more than welcome to come down and hang out. Emily Montgomery join as well. Thank you, and welcome to the Cabin Tribe. We should almost add these up as a sales thing as well, so we reach the goal a bit faster. Let's see, update. Oh, now we're at 76. Okay, now I'm getting a bit nervous. I thought that 100 would be quite optimistic. And now we've been streaming for an hour and we're actually getting quite close. What did I say? 76. It's gonna be and it's so cold today outside. Like, it's insanely cold. I don't know how many minuses it is, but maybe Christina can type that in the chat if she knows. That would be very kind, because it is freezing today. Let's see. Where were we? And thank you guys for welcoming the new members. I love when you do that. It's really, really kind. That makes it feel like even more of a community. The information on your tube information did not make me take me where James linked me to. Okay, I should check up on that. Of course, no problem. I think you will enjoy the snow soon. You're so worth it. Congratulations to a successful release. Thank you so much. And this is a cool thing as well. That Krassi did now in the chat, that you have this, like, I think it's once a month or something, you as a member can send a highlighted message in the chat if you've been a member for longer than a month, I think it is. And now I'm probably going to remind a lot of members that they have that ability. I think it should be down in the chat if I'm not mistaken. But she says she's been a member for 13 months now. I wish you to sell more than you planned from your ebook. Very kind, Cassie. Thank you. But the ebook is also a very long, what do you call it? Strategy. I wanted to have a product to offer you guys, because there's so many questions about how did you make this transition? Is it like possible to do for me? So instead of just sitting and answering all those questions separately, I thought it would be better to create the ebook and also create a community around the ebook, so we can all like get wiser and smarter and happier together, if that makes sense. Christina says it's minus 18 Celsius, or is that how you say it? Negative 18. Yeah, so it's quite cold. To all Golden Pine 3 members, why should we be members, or put his book? I'm guessing you're saying buy his book. But yeah, if you're up for answering that, members, feel free. But yeah, be honest as always. Hannah says just a very frozen smiley. And yeah, minus 18 is quite cold. I can answer this bit of a random question, but imagine it's gonna be negative. Okay. Angela is joining us, saying hi and congratulations. Christina Corrector says saying bye. Oh, hi Gwen. Thank you for joining. I missed the start, but wanted to pop in and say hi, and I'm so excited for you. It's so amazing to see all your hard work over these years culminating into something like this. Thank you. And if you weren't here from the beginning, the deal is if we sell 100 ebooks during this live stream, I will turn the camera around, face it outside, undress, keeping my underwear on, and then diving into the snow as a celebration of 100 ebooks, or a punishment. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, that's the deal, Gwen. That's the challenge of the evening, so to speak. Let's see. Laura said, I guess I just ordered the ebook. Thank you. Buy the ebook, everyone. Let's make it to 100. Kalle in the snow. Kalle in the snow. I don't know if you want this because it would make me happy or because you want to see me suffer a bit. Maybe it's both, actually. Keep your shoes on. Never. I'm walking barefoot a lot of the times. That would be very much cheating to go out in shoes, because that's would be like the coldest area, I think, for me. That's at least the coldest area when I'm taking showers and stuff. Let's see. Daniel is asking, I would like to see how you do more videos on how you grow, produce, and preserve your food. That would be a very short video, since we don't really grow our own food. We have like small pots of herbs and stuff, but I don't know if that's that's exactly growing. And then we don't preserve it either. We buy the most of our stuff from like a small local farm when it comes to the meat, and then basically just a supermarket for the rest. It's quite far from here, but it's still a supermarket. They want to make me happy. Okay, that's actually true. Yeah. Gwen says it's -20 here, so I too, so I can feel your pain. Yeah, I'm not loving the idea at this point, because we're really getting closer to those hundreds. Do you have a vegetable garden? No, we do not, but we are planning to get one this summer. But if you want to film me for your video, Christina, then you have to come down when or if we're reaching 100, or a bit before. Let's see, I have to move closer to the screen so I can see what you're writing. Here's another member message. Dominika says, thank you so much for your videos. You're truly inspiring, and I love watching them every time. And again, congrats on the ebook. Thank you, Dominika. And you've been a member for 2 months now. That's so cool. It goes so fast. Let's see. Teresa says, congratulations on the upcoming ebook. Looking forward to the snow jump. Yeah, me too, kind of. Oh, that's a very nice way of putting it, Emil. Emil, thank you. We got a question earlier, like, why should you be a member or buy the ebook? And Emil said, if you like me, need to see someone else succeed to be able to do it yourself, Kalle is the perfect person to follow. With him as an inspiration, I have been able to secure a new job. Oh, that's so cool. It feels so egocentric to say like this out loud. It feels very much like bragging for some reason. And are preparing to move to a new country. Okay, a lot of things is happening from Emil. Are you further north than Jonna? No, she's actually 1.5 hours north from us, ish. Calm Outsider says, congrats, Kalle, you rock. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Now I'm almost out of tea. Took me 1 hour to drink 1 cup. Should we update and see if we have any new ones? I'm just guessing it's gonna go a bit slower, since like most people that are here have actually just bought it now. It's 77 at this point. So yeah, we're getting closer. But if you feel like you can always share the live stream on like a Instagram story or something if you want more people to come in, because that's probably gonna increase the chances of we're reaching 100. Because I'm guessing most of you that have thought about buying it have bought it at this point. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe you just joined the live stream and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's see. Why don't you take ice bath? I like them afterwards, but it's a bit. We don't have a sauna. We don't have any heating things. So I like the idea of doing ice bath when I have the possibility to heat up quite soon afterwards. I take all my showers outside, so I do that. It's a warm shower, but it's still in the snow. Yeah, so it is really cold. So That's not exactly what do you call it? What did you call it? Ice bath, but it's like a freezing cold shower at least. Let's see. I got a weird notification. I just want to check. No, still the same. Let's see. You're so kind, you guys. That's just writing a lot of lovely stuff. Laura saying hi from sunny Florida. Congrats. Love your stories. Thank you, Laura. And a bit jealous that it's so sunny over there. Me and Christina's actually sat down and was like watching out of the window and just dreaming about summer now. It's lovely with the snow and it's very bright and it's very fluffy, but we're also very much looking forward to the summer now and some heat. That's gonna be amazing. Let's see. I don't plan to go off the grid, but decided to not to get a career to focus on hobbies, although I might want to become a freelance eco-blogger. Cool. And document my language learning. Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah, absolutely. One thing... I didn't understand that. One thing you hate about this way of living, and one thing you love the most. I can feel I'm about to sneeze, but I'm not really there. One thing you hate. Hate. Okay, I don't hate it, but I would prefer to live closer to my family and friends. I have friends up here as well, but they're a bit too far away. That's my least favorite thing about living here, actually. And least favorite thing. And favorite thing is, I don't know, maybe that has more to do with self-employment or running my own company, but just taking it in my own pace. Like, and no one can say I can't do anything. I can just decide everything myself. That's my favorite thing, I would say. Gwen is asking, hey Kalle, I have a question for you, if that's okay. And you don't have to answer this if it's too long, but it's related to your book, maybe. Oh, shoot, Gwen. I'm open for answering long questions too. We're here to hang out, so why not? Laura said, I'm in Sweden this summer. Now I'm learning the languages. Oh, cool. I've heard that Swedish can be quite tricky to learn for some reason. I think it's quite... I know our language is very melody-based and it can be hard that way and maybe pronounce certain things. Me and Christina have a hard time sometimes pronouncing Danish words and her pronouncing Swedish words because, we in Sweden have this sound from R, like R, like very much that sound. But they don't have that in Denmark. And they have like a very... how to put this? It feels like they're way more down in their throat and using their tongue way more. It's super weird sometimes. And I can't pronounce their words. But our languages might be tricky to learn. But I wish you the best. Let's see. Okay, here's the question from Gwen. Have you done a lot of research into the current stage of capitalism? That's a tricky word. Capitalism that the world is in, and how it is slowly starting to transition. Reading this description of your book. I wouldn't say I've done a lot of research because this is what I think about and like philosophy. No, that's not the right word. What I think about in my everyday life. So I haven't done that much research because it's like one of my main interests. Gwen also says, makes me think a lot about how we all survive with this economic structure and how different people are able to make the change or not. Yeah, that's a very good point as well. I have to say that I'm quite fortunate that I have this... sorry, I have to interrupt you with your own question. So I guess my question is, What are your thoughts on this? I know it's such a huge topic. Yeah, this is like, you can start an entire podcast series about this topic. But yeah, I think about it a lot in my everyday life, so I haven't done that much research. I'm actually kind of a financial nerd. Not a lot of people know that. If you're on my newsletter, you know that. I read a lot of financial books, and a lot of my talks with my friends are based on finance, because I think it's a very interesting topic, and it's glues together with capitalism and the current state of the world, as you say. And yeah, there is always a transition, but I think that's also depending on what angle you're looking at it from. If we're looking at from our perspective, it might look that more people are moving from the cities. But if you're in the more capitalistic point of view, you may be seeing that the cities are rising, and this is what is important. So does that make sense? I think it's very much depending on what your perspectives are, I'm guessing. But yeah, I have a lot of not exactly that topic, I would say. But I think it's a very interesting topic, and it glues together with a few chapters in the book. It does. But I don't have a specific, what do you call it? Chapter dedicated to capitalism, because I think that's another ebook. Oh, Hannah says that's correct. It's 2022, the 22nd of February, which is second month of the year, 2022. At this very, very moment. That's kind of cool. 2022, the 2nd of the February, 2022. That's really hard to say. Cool. Thank you for noticing that, Hannah. And you can see Gwen, that is in the chat, that has been asking this very big question. She's actually a guest of a future podcast episode. We recorded that months ago, but since if you're a fan of the channel, you also know that a lot of stuff happened to me, or to Christina, if I'm supposed to be totally honest. So that all the episodes I have recorded just got put on hold. So I have 4 episodes recorded, and one of them are with Gwen, actually. And that was the longest podcast I have ever recorded, actually. Let's see. Emil says, Kalle, I want to thank you, since you were a big inspiration for my decision to move my family to Europe, and of course to Sweden. We'll be moving in about 2 months. Oh, that's so cool. Congratulations, Emil. That's really cool. It's a bit scary that you're inspiring people to move countries, but I hope you made the right choice, and of course you did. Gwen and you. Victoria says the UK is ridiculously expensive to live in. It's very hard for a lot of people to own their own homes. Yeah, I've heard about that. I think Sweden has better opportunities to prosper. Yeah, it's also like where you're depending on to live in the country. Because up here the houses are very cheap, but then you maybe have to do a lot of renovations. But if you live in Stockholm, which is the main capital of Sweden, it's so ridiculously expensive. You can't afford an apartment unless you have like an inheritance from a parent or a grandparent or anything. It's just insanely stuffed. It's like the square meter prices, yeah, out of this world. I got a question in Swedish from Saga. I'm gonna try to translate it while I'm reading it. You maybe have already answered this, but is the book gonna come in a pressed, that's not the right word, in a hard copy or just the ebook? Hope everything is good with you. Hugs. For now, it's only ebook, but yeah, we're talking a lot about it actually, because a lot of people have said that. Yeah, I would love to buy it in a hard copy as well. And maybe I should look into that, because a lot of people have actually said that it would be a good idea. But not at this very point. It's going to be ebook to start with, but if I feel or if I see that it is a big interest, I will absolutely look into it. Let's see. Let's see. You're mixing Swedish and English a lot, so I have to translate it at the same time. Are quite weird. D is asking, are quite weird / odd questions allowed, or will you all just think I'm weird? No, crazy nuts. Try us. I can't promise I'm gonna answer all the crazy weird comments depending on what it is, but you're more than welcome to try. But yeah, I agree with Gwen. It would be amazing to do the hard copy one day, but not for the very moment, at least. Now we need to focus on the actual ebook, the digital version. Let's see. Yeah, James and Victoria and Gwen is having like a side conversation going on in the chat. James, that is, have like this tool next to his name. It's actually the moderator of the chat. He has, he's building a tiny house right now, which is super inspiring. It's starting to look really good. So yeah, still waiting for, always waiting for updates about that because it's really exciting. Now we're at 82 sales, which would mean we're missing 19 books to actually do the snow dive. If you're new to the stream, I'll say it again. When we reach, or if we reach 100 ebooks by the end of the stream, I'm gonna tilt my camera outside during the stream, take my clothes off, besides the underwear, and then just do a snow dive. For saying thank you for all the bought ebooks, but also as a kind of a punishment, I guess, at the same time. Okay, let's see. Just curious to ask Kalle. This is the weird question from D, she said. Christina and any of you, what do you think of the notion that trees are more alive than most people think? I totally believe that. Then you have to go into details though to what like alive is. But yeah, they have. I read a book called The Secret Lives of Trees, which I absolutely love. I think it's from a German author. I read it in Swedish though. How trees communicate with each other, communicate and flood water during through the root system to each other to help out, to communicate and say if there's like a attack from say insects and stuff. They can. It's a very slow communication, but if say a lot of insects are attacking one end of the forest, it can get communicated through the forest. So the trees at the very end of the forest, the other end, will maybe like shed their leaves or anything, so the bugs won't get there at all. Stuff like that. And now I got a notification as well. Whoa! A huge donation from Laura Wentholt. Thank you, Laura. With a, what was the name? Victory. From a, what I'm guessing like a hippo or something. The book is by Peter Vol. Oh, that's hard to pronounce. Volben. Yeah, I have it here. Hang on. I think I have it in my bookshelf. Of course, I don't have the cover left, but in Sweden it says. Let's see if you can catch this. Yeah, that's the author. This is. Yeah, The Tree's Secret Life by Peter something. I can't pronounce that really. Let's see if we can do this maybe. That's a very interesting book. So you see, D, it's not a weird question at all. And it seems like a lot of people have actually read it here as well. Yeah, the redwood forest. I would love to go there one day. It looks so magical, if that's the word. And Another amazing book is The Man Who Planted Trees by Jim Robbins. Okay, need to check that out. Yeah, you're saying that a lot of people's health improves. Christina's actually reading a book about that right now, and it's super interesting. She's like head over heels in love with that book, and quoting it a lot. We read it in my book club. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Should we update again? I'm updating quite frequently, but still, I just want to check. We're still at 81. But do you have any specific questions? Now we'll dive into the weird magic lives of the trees. We can absolutely talk about that as well. But do you have any questions about the ebook specifically, or the community, or the benefits that is included, or anything basically? You're more than welcome to ask, because this is what the live stream is for, to just answer questions, hang out, and have a good time, and maybe punish me by throwing me out in the snow if we sell 100 ebooks. How many books are already ordered? At this point we are at, can I refresh again? 82. We just got an ebook, one from Gwen, and then 8 seconds ago from Marcelina as well. So yeah, 82. We're we're getting there. Your top 3 books. Ooh, that's tricky. One of my absolute favorites is Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. I've talked about that in my video I did on YouTube called These 3 Books Changed My Way of Living. I also talked about the book Breath. I talked about Company 1 is a really good book. I just read Growth Hacking. What else have I enjoyed this last period? I also just ordered a book from Amazon yesterday that's called The Pathless Path. This arriving here on Friday, I'm hoping. This is a good question as well. Independent blessing. Question: did you consider or wish to write when you were young? I wrote a lot of short stories. Not a lot, but a few here and there. And I also took extra classes during, I don't know what that is called. We call it gymnasiet in Sweden. That's like when you're from age 16 to 19-ish. And I actually took extra courses at that time to learn. I'm going to go back to that. A new member from Natalie. Let's see if I can pronounce it. Seguin. Welcome, Natalie. Thank you for joining as well. Yeah, I took extra courses in writing theory, basically, and we got extra assignments on writing stories. And I wrote everything from it was mostly just fiction and story and fantasy, because I really love those kind of books myself. If I have to be honest, I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft at that point, and so my stories were based around the characters I actually played in the game. So I did side stories to those characters, and wrote pages after pages about that. So yeah, I've always liked writing. I started this whole career on online, if you can call that, by having a blog. So I did that for a long time before I even started my Swedish podcast, and then that turned into the YouTube channel, and then I started the English podcast, and now the ebook. So it's full circle. Let's see where we are. Mandy said, I hopped on late, so I didn't hear what the benefits are. I can read you the benefits from the website. And if you want to click it yourself and read it, there's a link in the chat and also in the description. But I can read it for you. The benefits of signing up to the pre-order. The pre-order lasts until the 31st of March. So the pre-orders are as following. 5 people will be randomly picked by all these people that are buying during the pre-order session, and 5 of those people will win a 60-minute one-on-one session with me, where we can talk about the book or your plans or your questions or whatever you want. So that's 5 random people out of people that buy the pre-order, but that's just for that session. And then you also get like a private Zoom call session with all the other people that are actually bought the pre-order. So we can gather like a bunch of people. And at this point, as I said, you're 82 people. So it's going to be a big phone call on Zoom, just hanging out, getting to know each other. Like this kind of live stream we're having right now, but with actual 82 people more, basically. And you don't have to join if you don't want to, of course. You can just listen in and hang out like you do now. And the third benefit is that you get your you get your name engraved on a special thank you page in the ebook that is going to be there forever. So it's like a, what did I call it? Honorable mentions that made this ebook possible, thanks to you guys pre-ordering. So that's the 3 biggest things that you get from the pre-order. Now I have to almost get some more tea if we're going to continue this, because I feel like we're a bit in between, like we're getting closer to that 100 those 100 ebooks, and if we do, I will do that snow dive. So I almost don't want to end it before those 100, but what if it takes 2 more hours? Then we're gonna sit here for a very, very long time. Let's see, now I have to scroll up a bit. I can answer Isaac questions quite quickly. How old are you? I'm 33. Let's see. Where were we? I totally lost track of the chat now. Let's see. Didn't play but can totally understand it higher. What was the title of the book Christine is reading? Maybe if she's still in the chat, maybe she can help out and type it out. Janina says, my dog just needed to go outside and I was really sad to leave the live stream, but then I realized I can take my phone with me. Woohoo! Good idea. Good idea. And I know that struggle of having dogs that need to go outside, and now they're actually very calm. Should I bring Tuss or Nala on the live stream so they can hang out as well? Do you vote for Tuss or do you vote for Nala? Who do you want to see on stream? Nala is the white one and Tuss is the gray one. Let the voting begin, if you want it at all. Otherwise, we can just skip that. I don't have to show my dogs on stream. Gwen says, I'm so excited for this Zoom call. I would love to meet more like-minded people. Thank you, Kalle. Thank you for joining it in the future. I love those Zoom calls because I've had smaller of those on my Patreon, and I really love that. I can actually see you guys and talk to you, not just having this one-sided conversation. I love live streams too, but it is a different thing when you actually get response, because now it's just me talking. And it's also very nice to just listen to your stories as well. Here's a message that says, hi, this is not Lars. So who is this? Lars Melander. This is not Lars. Okay. How many languages do you speak? I would say, not speak, but I know Swedish. I would say Danish at this point, Norwegian, English, of course, and a tiny bit of French, like tiny. Oh, now you're writing really fast. We will stay for 2 hours just to see the snow dive. Amazing. Let's see. Krasse said, I'm older than you. I didn't know that. You're so much wiser. I think I didn't imagine. I'm 33. I think I don't feel like 33. You probably can relate to that as well. Like you don't feel your age really. And I'm turning 34 this summer. So, would you consider growing your hair long? I wish I could, but I'm like thinning out. Like getting, I wouldn't say bald, but I'm getting thinner, and it just looks ridiculous to have long hair on me. I think it looks ridiculous on me if I have long hair and it's just thin. I had long hair when I was 16 or 17. It went down to like here, and I colored it both black a period. I have it green for a while. I had it blue-black for a while. Kind of a punk rocker back then. Christina has told me several times that she wouldn't have dated me if she saw me at that point. Thank you, honey. Okay, that's what you're saying. We should have. I was like, why everyone's saying both? I can't have both at the same time. Both dogs. I can't have both. Then Christina has to come down and hold the other dog. But we can get Nala if you feel like that. Henry is asking how many books are left so far. Okay, let's see. We should update before I get Nala. We are at 85. Okay, so now we're 15 books away from doing the snow dive. If we reach 100 ebooks sold before this live stream is ended, I'm going to dive into the snow while you watch it. If you want to. I'm not going to force you, because I'm going to be half naked. Now I'm going to get Nala. Nala, I'm so sorry. Go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nala is the heavy one as well. Hey. Do you want to say anything? You know, you have an audience now of 212 people. So if you feel like saying something, this is your moment to shine. Maybe people can't even hear me when I'm this far away. Let's see. Oh, so yeah, if you haven't seen her before, this is Nala. She's a Siberian Husky. She is 1.5 years old now, and and she has started to burp a lot for some reason. Oh, a donation from, hang on, sweetie, Laust Vestergaard. Hey Kalle, thank you for making great videos. I really enjoy them. Thank you. That's very generous of you. I showed, like, it's a bit weird with this delay. Wow, that's a lot of money, Laust. Thank you so much. Hey, sweetie. Are you tired? Nala and me has this thing that it's a bit weird. It's not weird, but she completely trusts me. So if I let go here, she does this like bendy thing. It looks super uncomfortable, but for some reason she loves to lay like this. I'm not forcing her. This is her favorite position, basically. Can you see how weird this is? Like, I don't know if you can see her head. That's her. Yeah, exactly. Ja, precis. Hey. She's quite heavy. She weighs around 22 or 23 kilograms. So, not the easiest dog. But she's still very much a puppy. And she speaks and talks a lot. And she burps a lot for some reason. Hey, are you sleepy? Yeah, I just woke you up, huh? Hello, Nala. Oh, she's so sleepy. Yeah, she really is. Christina took them on a walk just before the live stream, so they would actually be what do you call it? A bit tired for this. Can you please put the scene where you dive into the snow in the next video for all who missed it? Yeah, I think Christina is gonna film it, but I think she wanted it in her video. Maybe we can have it in both or something. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. You look very sleepy, honey. Do you want to go back? Okay. Now we go back. Okay, back with you. And then Tuss. Come. Hey, come. Wah. Tuss is way lighter. How do you want to sit? Like this? Hey, good one. And she's also a bit tired. She weighs maybe like 17 kilos, so even 17 or 18. Like Nala, the white one, just like lies, lay and relax. Tuss is not that person at all. or that individual. She's very much her own person, and she doesn't like to be told what to do. Oh, Laust also became a member. Wow, thank you. First a donation and then a membership. Do you want to say something? I don't know if you can see Nala still down there. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can go down. Like the only that's the negative part of having huskies. They get really, really hairy, or they are really hairy, but they lose a lot of their fur. A lot. Yeah, it gets everywhere. We have this rule of not having them in the bed. Not very successful, I would say. They love to sleep in the bed. Yeah, that's actually kind of a funny thing that Cassie says now. I forgot that Tuss is a she. Yeah, that's a lot of people think that Tuss is a he, actually. She's very feminine. If you know her, she's extremely feminine. But I would say Nala is actually more masculine in that sense, like very butchy and like tells her, that kind of attitude. But Tuss is more like a spoiled princess, basically. I don't hope she takes any offense in that sentence. We're at 86 books sold at this point. If you're pre-ordered my ebook last night. Okay, cool. I ordered your book. I plan to do it anyway, but I want to see you in the snow. Yeah, as Sherry says, if we reach 100 ebooks by the end of this live stream, I'm gonna dive into the snow, and we are at 86 at this point. So we're only 14 away now. We're at 86 at this point, so 14 away. Do you want to say hi? No. Okay, she's too shy. Christina says hi on a distance, at least. We have greetings from Lithuania. Do you enjoy horror books? I do not. I don't even watch horror movies. I get way too scared. That's not my thing at all. Christina loves them, but I don't. I would also be interested in knowing the Christina. Okay, let me check, because she's not checking the chat right now. Give me 2 seconds and I'll check the book of what Christine is reading. Hang on. Honey, the title of the book, the nature one that you've been talking so much about? The book you've been reading, the tree book, with the leaf on the front. Do you know which one I'm reading? The one that is like, she made a transition from forest to city life, and then she felt it. No, they're wondering about it. Can you write it in the chat? Okay, perfect. I'm coming back soon. Hang on, guys. Uh-huh. You're gonna get back from that. Okay, now I got the book from Christine. She was like, I'll just drop it to you. And it was completely dark, so she just dropped it like straight on my head. This is the one she's reading right now. The Nature Fix. I don't know if you can see the author down there, maybe? There. Florence Williams. Like a pocketbook. I think she highly can recommend that one. Maybe someone can actually link it in the chat so everyone can see the actual title. The Nature Fix by Florence Williams. German girl in America is asking, any Star Wars fans here? I know you are, Kalle. Yeah, hardcore Star Wars fan. This is probably the first time in ages that I have not watched other YouTube videos. I'm waiting for that 100. Yeah, I think we all are. I actually didn't, if I have to be honest, I actually didn't think we were going to reach it, because 100 feels like a miles away. We're 14 away at this point. So if you want people to join the live stream, you can always maybe link the live stream in your Instagram story or something, so we can get some more people in here, so we can actually make that happen. Because 14 books, that can go quite fast though. Yeah. So if you're joining us now, I'm at 100. And I'm talking about just rubberish. How do you say that? Yeah, if I'm just mumbling to you, at 100, I'm gonna go out to do a snow dive. If we reach 100 sold books by the end of the stream, and we are at 86 at this point. I hope you will reach 100 books, not for Kalle getting into the snow, but because he deserves it. That's really sweet. Thank you. It would be so nice. Maybe do it anyway. That's no. We need to reach 100, then I'll do it. I'm not gonna do it before 100. I need to get ready for another shot. Good luck with teaching 100 books. Reaching 100 books, I guess. It's been nice being here. Thank you, Shelly, and thank you for joining as a member as well. Let's see if I missed something in the chat. What's the best book that you ever read? I talked about it a bit earlier. I think it's actually Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. That's one of the best books. The other, if you want more of a fantasy fiction thing, I would say Ready Player One. I listened to that as an audiobook, and it just blew me away. They made a movie about it as well, but that was good too, but not as good, of course, as the book. It rarely is, actually. I still have a lot of tuss hair in my mouth. It's not very easy to talk. You know that feeling when you have something that's just sound weird. Have something in your mouth and you can't get it out. No. Okay, let's update it again. We are, what did I say? Yeah, 86. Okay, so we have 14 to go. Can we make it? Can we make 14? Should we set like an end timer as well? Maybe. I think we do the live stream to 9:30. Then we have about 40 minutes left. That's the longest live stream I have ever done. So I'm giving you a lot of time to actually pull this through. So if we want to make this happen, the snow dive in the chat, that needs to be for 9:30. And it's almost 9 o'clock now. So we have about 40 minutes left-ish. Dominica says, I know that feeling with the cat hair. Yeah, same thing. I can't get these out. But do you have any questions about the actual sales page of the ebook? Then I would love to hear it, because I've never made a sales page before ever. It's a very brand new experience for me too. I put together all the designs myself and the text and everything, so it's very brand new for me. So if you have any feedback or thoughts or whatever, I would love to hear it, because I need to develop my skills as well. And if I'm not listening to you guys, I'm not actually developing myself. So I want to take it in that direction. Steve is here as well. Hi, Kalle. Just joined you. Best wishes to you and yours from Oregon, USA. Laura is asking a very, very reasonable question. I can actually bring that up if you give me 2 seconds here. I'm not gonna go through like each chapter or each challenge or anything of the ebook, but her question was, where was it? What's in the ebook? And the majority of the content is like, it's divided into different sections and chapters and challenges. So it's basically, first I tell you, it's not in this specific order, but it is, I want you to get an way deeper understanding of how I did my own transition and why. Because I think if you listen to that, you will also understand that your hobby and interest or whatever it may be is totally possible too. And I wanted to write this ebook as a roadmap basically to myself 4 years ago that I never had. What to think about both when it comes to stepping out of 9 to 5, how I started to actually earn a small bit of money on my hobby to begin with, to grow that into something bigger. And now I'm sitting here with 200 people watching me just ramble on. So there's a lot about that. And then I'm also challenging you with different challenges in the book. And those are not physical challenges. You don't have to go anywhere, but they are basically thought experiments, I would say, that's going to push you and provoke you. Because I wrote this in the sales pitch as well, that this is not like a quick fix book at any point or in any way. You need to put in the time yourself. You need to do this properly because making a change in your life is not a simple thing. That takes time and it takes courage. So yeah, I'm going to challenge you and I'm going to provoke you because the challenges are not easy. That's why it's called a challenge. Then I'm mixing that in with my tips and tricks, my everything. I have made this secret book recommendation list as well that I never talked about on YouTube or anywhere else. Where I get my inspiration from, so you can just fast track that, and instead of learning, gathering all that information yourself, you can take that directly from me. That's just a very fast and highlighted version of the ebook, basically. Let's see. Now I'm going back. Maybe gonna go into the chat again. Polly is asking, have you done the podcast with Sean James? No, not yet. We're about to plan it, or we did plan it for this winter, but then the miscarriage and everything happened, so we had to push it a bit. And now he has a bad internet connection, actually. So I'm waiting for him to get a better, stable internet connection so we can do it. But we're talking frequently, and it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time when he can actually be able to do it, because we want both to have a really good connection, basically. So it's a good experience to listen to as well. Kiyo asking, I may have missed it. If so, I'm sorry, but do you have a chapter or subject list for... not a chapter or subject list. No, I don't have... I thought about putting that in the sales pitch. I could easily do that. But I want to be more specific about it, because I wanted... My strategy was actually writing all the chapters and challenges and everything, and then creating the chapter list. And since I'm not done with everything yet, if you're just joining me, I talked about it earlier that I've done about 90% of the ebook so far, and I waited with the last 10% to be able to get everyone that is actually in the pre-order group, so to speak, to actually join in and contribute what they want to see on those last 10%. And it feels a bit weird to do the chapter list and everything based on not having the complete book done. But yeah, if you go on the sales pitch, you will see the whole pitch, basically, and you will hopefully understand what the book is about. Otherwise, just please ask me. Let's see. Should I update again? I saw one comment about. We had 86 before, and we have 89 now. Okay, now we're getting closer. If we reach 100, we're gonna do a snow dive on stream. That's gonna be cold. It's minus 18 or something outside. Hannah said, maybe make it a bit clear when the book will be sent. It took me a while before I understood it. I got one email on that as well, but it says first on the sales page, then it says on the very top of the before you check out of the page, and then it's also, it doesn't say on the email confirmation. That's true. I can maybe add it on there actually, but it says on the sales page before you even go to the checkout page and buy it, and then it says again the same thing that it sends out on the 31st on the checkouts. But maybe I have to be even more clear. I don't want to confuse anyone. Do you feel like your book would be beneficial for people who have already begun the path towards their true north? Absolutely. Because I honestly think that like the true north is not a destination, it's a journey going forward constantly. My true north is right now a specific thing, but it might be something different in a few years. So I'm hoping that all of you also are seeing your true north as something that moves around. It doesn't need to be something permanent. It should be something that is actually developing and becoming something more, or in another direction, on another path. So yeah, whenever you're starting a new chapter or going after something new, I want you to be able to go back to this book and do the whole procedure again, but from a different angle and with a different challenge in mind, if that makes sense. I like your book setup. Put in time sounds realistic to me. Yeah, you need to put in time. This, like I said it many times, this is not like a quick fix or anything. It's not like I'm including a cabin in the woods and simple living in the ebook. It's totally up to you what you want to do with it. I'm just giving you the tools and the challenges to provoke you enough to understand what you want for yourself, and also how to get there. That's what it is about. Impending blessings. I like your... No, that was the last one. Kevin said, I just pre-ordered your book. Looking forward to it. Greetings from Belgium. Thank you, Kevin. Maybe that's the same Kevin actually that emailed me before. I think that's the same name. Megan. Okay, Megan had a good question. I agree, and I answered that. Mohammed said, I like your vibe. Thank you, Mohammed. What time do you usually go to bed? That's very much different. It can be 9 o'clock and can be 11:30, but rarely after midnight, actually. Let's see. What do you think about... Looking forward to the podcast with Sean James. Yeah, me too. It's been a year now since I started talking about him with him, so I'm really looking forward to it. Victoria is saying, I have a guy friend who is 49. He's coming out of a bad situation. How do you feel about someone that age having to change their life? Do you think your book would help someone his age? It's not an age limitation. I don't think you ever should limit yourself that to an age thing, that like, oh, I'm 49 now. Now my life is going to be the same forever and ever. At 49, you probably still have dreams and hopes that you want to pursue. So if it's to help through my ebook or something else, you should always develop and see what else you can do in life. I don't mean that you shouldn't be happy for what you get and what you have right now, of course. And the grass is not always greener and everything, of course, but I don't think you should never stop dreaming. Of course you shouldn't. And 49 is nothing. Like, come on. You have a lot to look forward to, especially if you're coming out of the bad situation. Then you have a lot to change, I guess. Let's see. Please ask George Lucas to join your podcast. I would shit my pants if George Lucas joined my podcast. If you think I'm stuttering now and having a hard time to talk, if he showed up, I would die of happiness, but I would die. I was probably too excited for the book and just missed it, but in the email as well would be nice. Yeah, okay, I'll put it in the email, Hannah. No problem. Let's see. How many sold, says Peter. We were at 89. Maybe we're still at 89. I don't know. 91. So now we have 9 left. This many. That's it. Then we're snow diving. Brrr. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be so cold. Now I lost track of the chat again. Laura said, what's the thing you're most proud of in your ebook? Ooh, that's a tricky one, actually, if I have to be honest. I think it's the different challenges and thought experiments, because that's gonna push you to another level. And it did, like, it funny enough, it helped me a lot when I wrote the ebook as well, and that's why I feel excited about it now as well. It's things that I thought a lot about, but then twisted it into challenges and a challenge basically. And I think I'm mostly proud of those, if I have to be honest, and my honesty. That's not very humble, but I'm very honest in this ebook. Like, I have a page and a chapter called different sources of income, where I'm actually stating exactly what I'm earning on Patreon, YouTube membership, what I'm earning on YouTube. I can't talk about sponsors because I'm not allowed to, of course, but everything else. So you get a full insight what I'm actually earning. I've never talked about that before either. So that's I want you to have a realistic view on what I'm earning money on and how I'm earning money on different stuff, because that's going to be a key ingredient to how you are looking at money, based on what based on your hobby and what you want to earn money on. Oh, now I lost track again. You're writing really fast, which I'm happy about, but I'm just trying to keep. Johan Russell said, "Yay! Just purchased." That's a hard word for me to say. So excited to be a partner on this journey. Thank you for being a partner on this journey. Exactly. Here we go. My father's age is 57. Just resigned his job, and 2 months after he immigrated. Age is only a number. Always dream and always learn. Pursue new things, no matter what age. Exactly. Joanne says, I'm 64 and my dreams are stronger and clearer than ever. Good for you. I'm very happy to hear that. Marie, that's hard to pronounce. Marie Kies. Hey Kalle, I just joined the stream. I'm from the Netherlands. I really like your videos. What's your book about? I just talked about that. I don't want to. It's okay. I'm not repeating myself too much. But if you click the link in the chat or in the description, you will go to the sales page, or like what the book is about, and you can read that there. Because literally just after you, or just before you join, I think I talked about the ebook and the layouts. And I hope you don't find it like offensive that I'm not bringing it up again. I just feel it would be a bit repetitive if I say it again and again and again. What it is about. But a very short version is. Sorry, I just clicked the wrong page. It's basically, to summarize it, the roadmap I would have wanted when I made a change in my life to move out here. And it doesn't need to be that you moving out to a cabin in the woods. It's just you taking a direction you've been curious about in some form. At a path you've been thinking about taking but not have been sure about. And I'm guiding you through that process based on the experiences I've had and what I've learned from. So gathering all the thoughts and experiments and challenges I've been through, and I package that into one book basically to help you through that process way easier than I had it, I would say. Hope that was an okay answer. Let's see. Now we jumped again. Christina said about the age thing. My grandmother, when she was 80, many years after my grandfather's death, she found love again. Nothing is never too late. That's very beautiful. Let's have fun with Kalle's snow dip. Yeah, we're getting really close. I hope Christina's ready to film in a while. We are at 92 now. I'm starting to feel less confident that I'm not gonna... Shit, okay, it's only 8 away. Ooh! Ice, baby. Yeah, no shit. Has Christina bought your book? No, I don't think so. But I can actually check. No, she has not. And she also has the benefit of actually getting it for free because she is my girlfriend and my partner for life. That's also the side benefit of living with me, I guess. Free ebook. Uh, um, have the stove been behaving as you had trouble with it? Yeah, it actually has, because now I know how to clean it properly. I'm back at school at 51 years old, so it's never too late to reach out for your dreams. Amen, Natalie. Totally correct. No, we have not met up with Talas Buan yet, but we're planning to. So soon again, hopefully. And they're probably going to come to this cabin instead of we going to them again. My hubby just bought you, me your book. That's so sweet. Say thank you to him, Katie, from me. And at the same second I said thank you, Katie, Katie joined as a member as well. Thank you so much, Katie. I'm going to try to pronounce your last name. Katie Hinch... Hinchliffe. Katie Hinchliffe? I'm totally butchering, I know that, but I'm sorry. But thank you so much for joining the cabin tribe. That means a lot. We actually, during this stream, we have 8 new members. That's a lot, I can tell you. Main question is here. Is your ebook... Main question, is your book about how to get a girlfriend like that? No, it's not. It's not a guide to getting a Christina of your own. No, but it's actually a guide of getting... not specifically, but I just mean there is chapters in the book that are focusing on surrounding yourself with the right kind of people. Because, as I say on the sales pitch of the ebook, that like you are who you surround yourself with. And that's very much true. If you surround yourself with people that are, say, very lazy and just eat shitty food, you're probably not going to have a very healthy lifestyle. And if you are surrounding yourself with 5 people that are training a lot, you're probably going to start training a lot. And if you are surrounded by this community I'm creating with the ebook, with like now 90, what did I say? 92 people that are in the same direction as you, not the same hobby, but in the same direction of actually making a change in their life. If that's like, if you have 92 people, and this just for 2 days, it's going to be hundreds, hopefully, by the end of the pre-order. And then we're going to have such a power going forward. Like, imagine if someone just an idea of how to approach writing a book, or how to start earning money on their paintings, maybe. They can share that in the community of the ebook, and everyone can learn from that. Can you imagine how much knowledge we're going to gather in one place, and it's going to be available for everyone whenever you decide to join? If you buy the ebook in 1 year, the information is still going to be there. So, yeah, it's going to be an amazing source of inspiration. And also for me, if I have to be a bit selfish, I'm going to tap in there a lot and talk to you guys. So yeah, that's a big benefit for me too, I guess. And Katie said, yeah, you pronounced my last name right. Oh, amazing. It was just a guess, if I have to be honest. Last names and first names as well, it's quite tricky. A lot of people don't even know how to pronounce my name. A lot of people say Kalle or Kalle or Kalle, but it's Kalle. And that can be quite hard for especially American people, I've learned. Kalle. You can try to say it. Now you're going to have 210 people saying my name out loud in the world somewhere. Kalle Flodin. I'm going to update again so I know where... Oh my god. Okay, now we're at 96. Oh my god. Yeah, that's really close. Jesus, we're 4 books away from doing a snow dive. Oh my god. And now I can hear Christina upstairs moving around, and now she's very happy that this is going to happen, I guess. Shit. What did I say? Yeah, exactly like Gwen says. The potential of this community blows my mind. Yeah, it's starting to actually sink in on me too, because When you have all these people gathered in the same area, we can just nerd out in different, like, just by getting like the smallest thing and the smallest channel on that server that we're gonna have, or that we already have, like just getting book recommendations, just that, like that's a very, very small portion of the server, but just getting in there and tapping into all that knowledge is gonna be amazing. It already is. Mike is saying Kalle out loud. 15 minutes. That's totally doable. Yeah, that's what I'm worrying about. It's only 15 minutes left, but it's also 15 minutes left. So, okay, we are at 97 now. It's 3 ebooks away. Jesus Christ. The one that just joined was Katie. We have Ida. We have Steve Franks as well, a big supporter of the channel. Brian, Lisa, David, Joni, Stephanie. I hope it's okay I'm reading your names. Kevin, Sabrina, Sam, Cherry, Corey, Josephine, Lucas. There's a lot of you guys just tapping in. 97. Okay, we're 3 away, and Frida said you didn't have to go over 2 hours and let it happen. No, but I like at some point it feels a bit of a shitty move to turn it off just before we're reaching 100, and I feel like me taking a snow dive is the smallest thing I can do for you supporting me. So yeah. Steve Frank says, I just pre-ordered the book. Thanks for writing it. Thank you, Steve. You were the latest one that actually bought it, I think. Yeah, Steve, exactly. You're the latest one. Shit, I almost don't want to update this at this point. Because it feels very stressful that we have... Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're 221 people at this point. We have sold 97 ebooks. Not during the stream, but since I put it out yesterday. And I said, if we reach 100 before the end of the stream, and that's 12 minutes left of the stream. We're ending at 9:30 my time. Then I'm going to do a snow dive on stream. It will probably be after 9:30, the actual snow dive, because I wanted to go all the way. Let's see. I'm sorry, Kalle, but you have to do this. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that too. We're getting really close. So this has to be a real... Okay, 98 now. It's 2 left. Oh my god. I think I have to start calling Christina. She's ready as well. At 99 I can call her down, and then we can make this happen maybe. But 2 left, and we have 11 minutes to go. I guess I'm number 98. Bart. Let's see. I can check. Yeah, Bart was number 98. That's very much true. And now we have to just update and see. Dominica says hi. Okay, I'm gonna call down Christina. Give me 2 seconds. Honey, 99. You wanna come and film? Oh. I can tell you, she sounds very happy. Kalle in the snow, Kalle in the snow, Kalle in the snow. Oh, it's gonna be so cold. It was cold when I opened the door to the hallway. That's cold. And I have clothing on. Jesus Christ. Oh.
It's also minus almost 20.
It's minus 20 degrees Celsius. Thank you. Emily says, you got to post some pics from your punk days. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, you actually have.
Yeah, I have. For you that... Can you close the door? It's very cold. I want to get as warm as I can before I do this. We're at 99 so far, so we need one more in 10 minutes. And that's it. Then we have to... Christine is looking very happy, I can tell you. She's overly happy. But we have to move a few things because like maybe we do it out here,
Yeah.
and then maybe you can just hold the camera for the stream.
Yeah.
Because can we record at the same time? Hang on. Okay, now I'm actually recording what we're capturing here. I'm gonna turn and hang on. Now I'm gonna keep that going actually. Okay, so now I'm recording the live stream so you can actually use the footage from this one too.
Really? So I don't have to do it on my phone?
I think so.
You think so?
No, but I don't know. I've never recorded my stream before. Check it again, Kalle. I think I got number 100. Damn it. Okay. Let's see.
Do you have 100 now?
Should I update?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have 100. Shit. Can you hear Christine in the background? Okay, now I have to strip. Jesus Christ. Are you guys ready? I never thought I would get half naked on my own stream. Oh.
Okay, so how are we doing this? We have to.
Why did I do this?
We have to.
Oh my
time
God.
out so people can see anything.
I just want to shout out the latest people that came in. It was, let's see, we said Bart, Christopher, Toth, Bianca, Nathaniel, Moneypenny, Daniel, James Lucas, and then Sean. Thank you guys, and I don't want to curse, but thank you, and okay, everyone is super happy in the chat. Christine is super happy. Everyone is happy. Okay, we need to move this camera. I need to undress.
Do you want to undress outside when we have moved all of this, or what do you?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
They're saying I love Christina's laugh. This is her very diabolical laugh. She has this when she's making other people unhappy. I can't actually see who was number 100 without counting them all, if I have to be honest. Sorry, Lucas, but I can check it later if you want to. But you were probably number 100, I'm guessing. Not completely sure. Okay, now we have to do this. We can't.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. If you're just joining us, I know this is going to be very weird, but we reached 100 sold ebooks, and I promised everyone I'm going to dive into the snow as a thank you, or I don't know, curse maybe. Okay, we're going to angle the lighting here and then the camera, and then we're going to get very cold. Okay, maybe take these things away. So, what do you think? Should we out through here, because then you can hold the camera?
We have to open the window somehow.
Yeah, but not now. It's
No,
cold
okay.
outside.
Haven't you planned this?
Am I allowed to have my hat on? Is that okay? The reason I'm asking, I'm quite what do you call it? Insecure about my hair. Is it okay if I have this on?
It's not that bad, honey.
Yeah, for me it is.
Okay. But doesn't it look a bit stupid if you only have underwear and
Or it's actually my branding, you know. Let's see. Yoop, I don't know if that's.
Yes, I think.
Will the dogs join? Yeah, we can let them out. Hat is okay. Andrea says no. Okay, we're not gonna listen to Andreas. Okay, lamp out. Let's see. I can turn the light off, then you can see how much this lamp actually does. So we can get this around.
What are you thinking, Nana? Are you gonna join? Huh? Are you gonna join?
Let's see.
The dogs are also excited.
Everyone is excited. Can you guys hear Christine in the background, or is it just me mumbling? Light.
Yeah?
Okay, and we have to boost the shit out of this, I think.
Yeah.
And then power cable to that. I know it's very dark, guys. I'm coming back. This is so weird.
Maybe we should have done this through the day, so.
Yeah, that would have been way better.
And what was easier.
So, let's see. Light is turning on again. Let's see. So, and we have to keep the stream going as well.
Yeah.
So, we should make this quite powerful. So, maybe make this. Vänta. Nej. Så. Nej. On. So. And then we boost this a bit more and make it a bit that way. So. Okay. I need to undress a bit off camera, I think. Where is the camera angle? Where am I not on camera? I'm super sorry if this is super weird, guys. But okay, of course we have the maximum amount of viewers right now. 244 people. We're setting up the camera. I'm doing a snow dive thanks to us having we're reaching 100 orders on the ebook. You can leave the hat on. You can leave the hat on. Okay, thank you. Good. Okay. Undressing out. Where is the angle? I don't want to. I can stand here. Okay, I can stand here. That's perfect.
It's okay, I'm filming you.
Okay, no one looking. I'm hoping I'm not on screen right now.
Like the dogs is like, what are those weird humans doing?
Let's see. I can do this.
No, honey, that's shorts.
But it will reveal too much.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, then you really have to stop filming now. Okay, can you check that I'm not on camera because I don't want it stripped down? Can you please check?
You're not on camera.
Can you please check?
You're not on camera.
Okay, I'm leaving the room. Excuse me. So.
What are we guys gonna do?
So.
Honey, you're not on camera. They can't see anything.
I don't trust that at all.
I think you're very shy for just promise them.
What?
I think you're very shy for just promise them to go.
No.
And you're on
Okay.
there.
So, hat is still on.
Yeah.
This can be on. Okay. We're getting there. Now we're underwear. Now we're 242 people. I can hear Christine. Yeah, I think everyone. This is so funny. I think I forgot I'm sick. Okay. Happy for you. Can you angle the camera and then we can start?
Yeah, just if you turn it around and give me
Hmm?
the camera.
Let's see. You have to have it on the cord still here.
Yeah.
I think it's still, yeah, it's still recording. Hang on.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, careful.
Be careful.
No, it's not bending.
Okay.
We need to do this. Hang on. Okay, and then we have to have some form of audio. Can you point it that way?
I just think people should.
Yeah. I just mean that we should have. Okay, you have to give out the window, honey.
Yeah.
So. This is. Okay, let's see. I can't see anything. Okay, 258 people. Lovely. Okay, should I go outside and meet you there somehow?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
And you sure recording? I don't have to have two.
I don't know. I think so. It says stop recording here. So.
Nay. I have to record.
Yeah, but I mean, it says.
Can I record on the
No.
camera?
I said
Okay.
it's recording here.
Okay.
It says. So it should be.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi guys.
I think you can hear Christina now. Maybe me. Okay. I'll just go outside.
Remember the girls.
Should I sit on the thingy there?
The thingy?
Can you see me here?
Yeah, I can.
I just mean like if I am like right here or something.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Then we can really.
Is this
see you.
okay, guys? Can you focus again?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, it's cold.
Oh, it's cold for you. Huh?
What are you thinking, huh? What are people saying?
People are saying 264 people. Keep smashing that like button. It's still recording. Yes, I can see snow rubbing its hands. Christina's laugh is infectious. Happy for you, honey. Okay, here we go. I'm meeting you outside. I need to be diving in, right?
Yeah. Do you want to bring the girls? Yeah?
Yeah. Come on. You want to have an extra flashlight or something on there as well? Or is it enough with that light?
Oh, it's really hard when I have to control 2 phones here, right?
Focus on the light here.
Okay.
I should go.
See if...
Can everyone see me?
I think so. I'm focusing on you.
Bare feet, bare legs.
Yeah. Why do you have a shirt on, my dear?
I'm taking off my shirt. I just okay. Now you can see it's. Oh fuck! It's really really cool. Ooh. Okay, how should we do this? You just do this maybe. Oh!
Where did it go? How does it feel?
Amazing. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm sitting here. Oh Jesus Christ, cold.
And Nala's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm sitting here because we reached 100 sold ebooks, and I promised my live stream I would do this if we sold 100 ebooks, and now we've sold 101. So now I'm sitting here. Hi guys, hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. I'm fully covered and it's absolutely really 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 cold. It's minus, oh Jesus Christ, I'm shaking. It's minus 20 Celsius outside or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is this enough? It's really really cold.
I think it's enough. Can you take the girls as well?
Yeah. Kom här Kina. Tuss, kom hit. Kom Tuss, kom. Kom här. Kom här, kom hit. Ja. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, can we put the camera back on?
Yeah, can you take them?
Can I get some pants on? Hang on.
True Viking.
Oh. Okay, can you put the camera back on?
You can reach it, can you?
I'm too wet.
Okay.
Can maybe do this here. Oh. Sorry if I'm making too much noise.
So, do you want a shirt or something?
Yeah, that would be nice. Thank you for joining the live stream. Okay, let's see what everyone said. Okay, yay. I think I'm here, I'm dipping in. Okay, if we do 200, you have to do it too, honey. Oh, thank you. Oh, quite red. Oh. There's still snow in my beard, right?
Yeah.
Was that okay? Am I off the hook now? Jesus Christ, I'm sharp. I don't feel very much like a Viking anymore. I feel like more of a lame Swedish person. Let's see what you said. 10 out of 10 cold rating. Yes, very much so. Joy and laughter can really heal people. I'm happy that I can heal you. I feel so much better now. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. Okay. Thank you for watching. I have to go take a warm shower now, which is gonna be outside too. But that has to be okay. Thank you so much. I can't stop shaking. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. Thank you so much to everyone that bought the ebook. It's amazing. We're at 105 ebooks now. Blows me away. So thank you so much, and we'll talk really soon again, I hope. If you have any questions about the ebook, just let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or on my webpage or wherever you want to. Thank you so much for watching. And then we'll say, Gwen says, have a soup. Don't get sick. Don't get sick. Go to the sauna. I don't have a sauna. Go front to the fire. Yeah. Thank you, Gwen, for watching. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Victoria. The Fox and Moon. Gabriella. Oh, okay. I need to stop shaking. Hanna said, thank you, Kalle. I got a good laugh. Can't wait for the ebook. You're welcome, and thank you for being here, Hannah. Jesus Christ, I'm shaking so much. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been amazing. Yeah, we'll talk very, very soon. Goodbye, Peder. Goodbye, Silke. Goodbye, Dominika. Goodbye, Tim. Goodbye, Mia. Goodbye, Maria. Goodbye, German Girl in America, Creative Const, Independent, all of you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for doing this very weird end of the of the live stream. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon again. Mwah. Doop-a-doo.